Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, one and all. And I must say, welcome back. Apologies, we've been away for a little spell. We've had certain things going on with work and all the rest of it, as life does. But yeah, we are back in the building, 100%. Doctor, how are we doing, sir? How's it feel to be back?
Feels great to be back, but I'm sure tomorrow's Black Friday, right? And it feels like a very black moment for our fan base. So yeah,
Yeah,
Black
definitely,
Friday settings.
definitely. Stony, my bro.
Do you know what? I think it's probably similar to what Doctor was just saying. Here. If any time it's actually right, is the right period of time for us to actually return. I mean, we've been on a show where everything has been healthy, results have been going our way. So I think it's good to return when things aren't going away, and then it shows that we're consistent. We're going to be here. We're going to take any jabs that are out there, and it's just going to be healthy. I know I've got a lot to say anyway, so it's good to be
Yeah,
back,
I could
RT.
imagine. I could imagine. VW, how are we doing, sir?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm all good. I'm all good. In
Okay.
spite of what's going on.
Yeah, despite what's going on. Yeah. Big shouts goes out to only one Chris Welsh. Nice to have you on board, sir. Oh, well. It's like where do we start, man? So let's take it back a little bit because obviously we've missed a few. So I'm only getting back so far because this is painful. So we can say 3-0 Nottingham Forest, 3-0 Man City, and 4-1 PSV. Yeah, that's 10. That's 10-1.
Yeah.
It's 10-1, gents.
At least there's consistency. We are losing by 3 goal margins. So
We're
I mean,
consistent.
there's a good
Okay, we've had that
yeah.
one, yeah. Evening, Demas. He says, "What? It will work itself out." I know, yeah. Demas is saying that now because Demas is smiling from ear to ear. I could imagine the big grin on his face. Arsenal fan, you get me? I could imagine. Ah, boy. So, Chris, that's a quality one. He said, "Did I just copy and paste the title again? I could have done it like 6 times in a row." Reds lose again. Yeah, I could. You're right. I could have done it 6 times in a row, mate. Didn't have to change it at all. But so let's briefly look at these performances, man. Like Man City. Was you not upset that we had that goal disallowed that could have made it 1-1?
I'm trying to think how far back you've gone, RT.
So Man City was the last game before the international
the
break,
break.
right? Yeah,
Man
100, bro.
City.
Like, because I think to then concede that goal then against Forest, was it Forest? Yeah, it was Forest, right? I think multiple things can be true. We have been poor. We've also been unlucky in moments, and we've also had some terrible refereeing going against us. And that was a prime example. But I think LFC fans, we're quite honest from the viewpoint of we're looking at how the team performs. It's almost like if we don't think that our performance deserves points or deserves a win, then we don't focus on what referees do. It's the same thing against Man U, where that first goal that they scored should never have been a goal because of the head injury to McAllister. But we don't really focus on that. We just focus on how we are playing and that we didn't actually kind of deserve to win. Same thing against Man City. It's a perfectly good goal. And the momentum changes absolutely. And Man City, we've seen this season, that can be vulnerable. So actually, that goal changing is 1-1 half time. Like, you don't know how the second half plays out, man. Like, goals change games. And yeah, like, does that mean that we played good enough to win? Well, clearly, like we didn't. But yeah, the goal still should have stood, though.
Okay, so Stoney, before I get to Vinny, Stoney as our resident ref. Now, my understanding was, though, what they're saying is the player wasn't offside.
Are we what game are we speaking about?
So
here,
we're talking
RT?
about the one where we scored. Sorry, no, the one where they had one scored against us, and then we were saying that it should have been disallowed, like our one was disallowed. But they're saying
The City game.
wasn't offside.
The City game, yeah. I think we're probably only just trying to look out for a level of consistency. Yesterday in the Champions League, well, in Tuesday and Wednesday, there was a lot of games in the Champions League where there was similar situations that actually happened and those goals were actually given. I'm probably in the same line with Doctor. And it's almost as if I want our performances to shine. So any refereeing decisions are just completely put to the bed. And unfortunately, I'm not able to actually do that at the moment because our team just aren't functioning at all.
But no, but is that the law though, that he would have to be in an offside position?
Well, I think we're more speaking about in the line of view from the goalies. Isn't that more what they were speaking about, as opposed to being in the offside, or have I got that wrong?
Yeah, so my understanding is basically the Forest goal should have stood. The issue was that our goal against Man City didn't stand, so therefore then we're then vexed, right?
Because but McAllister was offside. I mean, Robertson, he was offside.
But yeah, were they saying offside or in the line of view?
Yeah, like he wasn't deemed to be because I think your offside's only given if you're deemed to be interfering with play, right? But based on their guidelines, he's not interfering with play from the viewpoint of he doesn't move to go for the ball. He doesn't obstruct the keeper's line of sight. So all of their metrics that they would judge it by, he's not. Yes, he's in an offside position, but he's not interfering with play. Like the goalkeeper's vision of the ball from the time it hits Van Dijk's head to go in the actual net, he's got a clear line of it. So that's why, because I swear it was the Premier League panel that said that the goal should have stood, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, it was just a bad decision, man. Just a bad decision. But we have to expect this. Like not remember when was it Doc who gave McAllister the
kung fu kick?
Yeah, in his chest, and they're saying that what they say, it was an accidental collision.
Yeah.
And then 2 seasons later, it's in the Premier League website of a high kick. It's that image. It's like, are you taking the mick? That yeah.
So VW, what's your take on it?
It is what it is, man. The reality is, I'm just looking at it from a perspective. If the goal was given, I think we still would have lost. We're just in a rut at the moment. We really are, and we've been like this, in all honesty, since pre-season. Yeah, the results at the start of the season made us feel that, yeah, do you know what? When it clicks, we're going to be moving forward, but we ain't been clicking for months now. So yeah, I'm like that's how I feel. I'll be honest. I'm just like, it is what it is. I think even if we were given a goal, I think we still would have lost the game. Truth be told,
VW is correct, but I also feel like there have been questionable decisions. So even again, the Brentford games, unacceptable. What Mo Salah did in that game, unacceptable. Scored a worldie towards the end. We know that. But his performance throughout that game was one of the worst I've seen. However, Cody Gakpo was fouled. He was brushed in the box when he goes to shoot, and it should have been a penalty. Equally, we conceded a penalty with Van Dijk for a defender, for a opponent who was outside of the box. Like, certain things are just going against us, innit? And yes, they tried to judge that Van Dijk's foot was on the line, and even that was dubious. But when the defender at no point is inside of the box, so we're conceding penalties to people who are actually outside of the box. And then, so I do think there have been some shocking decisions, and this has been a consistent theme. But
is it not the same as when things are when you're in a good run of form?
Yeah.
Things go for you, right? Even decisions which shouldn't go for you.
It's true.
And it's just the reverse, isn't it? It's just literally that.
Everything's at the moment. Yeah, it is.
Like another one. I'm not. It's not that I'm trying to deflect, but I do think there have been decisions. So Galatasaray, right? Hugo is through in on goal. The defender clips him. It affects his balance and it stops him from doing the whole stud roll. It would have been a super harsh penalty for us to be super soft penalty. But you could argue that the defender's intervention has caused him to then miscontrol the ball when tries to take the ball around the keeper using his studs. Yeah, literally 30 seconds later, Szoboszlai concedes that soft penalty when he turns and he brushes the guy and he catches the guy. And this is what I'm saying about fine margins sometimes in games. Yes, we played badly against Galatasaray, but that takes place within 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And I don't think that part has been acknowledged enough. I'm not trying to say that we've deserved it or that we've played well, but like, there's that Instagram YouTuber. There's about 2 or 3 of them who are doing it now. And they're like young black dudes, and they're going in black communities, and they're doing that whole sacrifice thing. And they're going up to the old African aunts and uncles. And
Yeah.
Like, I've come here to destroy you, bro. It's like we've got some mad juju on us at the moment because anything that can go wrong is going wrong. Like, did you see the PSV game, right? Anytime an opponent shoots, they're catching the ball perfectly. It's mad. Like, every shot is key.
I thought it was PSG myself. I ain't gonna lie.
Every time someone shoots against us, it's a rocket. Caicedo rocket. Like the guy yesterday, bang. I just think to myself, it's mad at the moment. So this is what I just think, yeah, it's you, but like we need some kind of sacrifice. I don't know.
But on reflection, Doctor, I'm also thinking about last season. There were so many games that we were playing, and in the second half, it appeared that Slot's tactics worked in our favor, and then we said, brilliant. It's almost as if he's making an assessment for the first half, and then second half, he's got a tactical genius, and then we're getting the results. I've been thinking upon reflection, was he lucky with some of those games last season? And was his tactical approach the same way it has been with now? But like you were saying, the Juju man ain't on our side.
So Stone, I would say only way that's credible, is if Slot himself was using Juju himself. Now maybe he was, isn't it? Maybe he was. Maybe these Dutch might have been on this thing from time and man don't even realize this. It's possible, isn't it? Maybe we got to be a bit more open-minded about coaches who are using Juju. But I just think what Slot did last season, and this is why I'm still defending him.
What?
Few managers I've seen analyze the game in real time and make consistent tactical choices, slight things that completely change the momentum of the game, and then can explain exactly why they did it. So for me, he did it too often for it to be fluky. So my thing is, for somebody to show that, I refuse to believe that you're not tactically astute, because he was doing tactics in real time. What other managers will do when they look back on the video and they go through it and they say, that's why you're looking at the sideline and you're doing it real time. So for me, that's the manager's bag.
So why is he doing it now?
You're right, and I was going to say that's quite fair and honest as well, and I do agree with you, Doctor. Do you think Slot has almost been too honest and open in the media about his tactics, and that is not actually helping us as well, or not contributing to actually helping us as well? Because there's certain games that I think he's spoken about where we've struggled eerily, as an example, or with set pieces. And I'm not saying then that managers are then set up purposely to do that, but I'm thinking, if we are not strong eerily, don't put it out in the public. Let's keep that privately and just let us then try and work on that. It's almost as if anything he's saying, managers are just making certain adjustments and we can't actually deal with it. And that's woeful for us. It's just woeful for us. Not on Slot, but just for us. It just don't look good.
Yeah, I don't think he really needs to put it out there, bro. I think everyone can see it. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science, bro. Stevie Wonder can see that. You know what I mean? Right now, everybody's looking at it, and the main thing is if you're a manager now, you go out there. My main thing is your first 5-10 minutes. Get at them. Get at their defense. Do you understand? Put them under pressure. You'll probably get something out of it, and that's what's been happening to us. To be fair. So,
But then even that Brentford game, yeah, and this goes about my point, right? That early goal that they scored from the long throw-in, it was a long throw-in, right? And the guy that they signed from Bournemouth, Kotara,
yeah,
he beats Kirkes, he tries to head away and he whips it in. Even that, bro, man's catching these perfect volleys in the first 2 minutes. Like, ball striking is not that player's strength. He's basically like a raw version of bloody a Madueke. So it's almost like people that don't usually do things in games are doing it against us, bro. If you watch my man's game, he does not catch the ball perfectly. Like, it's like anytime someone shoots, bro, it's like perfect connections, like regularly. Like, there's no scuffing. It's just like bang. And that's why I say, yeah, boy, maybe Slot did 1-2 sacrifices last season, and yeah, boy, like
you better do another one. I'm telling you, you better do another one. Because the big shouts goes out to Desby. Nice you to join us. Desby says, "Evening, gents. He's here for some therapy." Too right.
Man.
Do you guys remember Rocky 3? Sorry, I'll let you go on. Oh, you got the.
We've had more losses than Derek Chizora's boxing record. Disgraceful, man. I'm telling you. Big shout goes out to Eve. Yeah, nice. First time on the show. She was at the game yesterday. What was Virgil? What about? Yeah, I know.
We have to come to that as well.
Have to. You not seen the meme of him playing for the Lakers?
Nah.
It's getting really bad, man. Leonard Johnson, good evening, sir. Nice to have you on board. Another first-time member on board.
Definitely. There. And thanks for Leonard for tuning in. At some stage, we want to try and get Mr. Johnson on the show. He actually supports Aston Villa.
Okay.
Yeah. So at some stage,
one of the
get
teams you managed to beat then anyway. There about billions as well. Nice one. One on board. Got a few there. Hey, Amit, nice to have you on board, Amit. Good team's giving us the Conor Ben treatment to Eubank Jr. It's a bit more than that, mate. I tell you. Vinny, you was going to say Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky 3. So follow on from that Eubank Ben comment, right? Rocky 3, right? Just after he loses to what's his name, Mr. T's character, Clubber Lang, right? And what's his name? And Apollo's trying to get him back in the ring. Yeah. Remember, his motivation's gone. His drive is gone. Everything. And no one can understand it. That is us at the moment. The hunger, the eye of the tiger, the desire is gone, right? And I think it's bigger than just being out of form. I think I do think, and people might say, well, you know what? Why do you think is? I think that the Jota impact is huge still. I think if you take, sorry if we're jumping this too early as well. If it like in any role, right, in any department, let's say you work in a department, right, in whatever field of work you do, you take 7 people out and bring 7 people in, even if those people are supremely gifted and talented and the right fits for the job, it's still going to take time for that to blend and fix, right? Look at all the players we took out who left that team last season. Whether we think someone like Nunes was good enough in the end or not, right? Whether you think Diaz was good enough or not, all those characters, yeah, those personalities, what have been built, have come out of the team. You then put Jota on top. It's a lot, and I think their desire is gone at the moment. I just think they're flat all the way through, and it's so hard now to get in the mood, because I think if they play, like, I'll be honest, I know the predictions ain't come. We still got to do predictions, but I ain't looking forward to this weekend either. I think that's one of the worst games you can get. with that guy Nuno and his Berlin Wall
West Ham just
defense.
picked up a bit of form.
That's what I'm saying. So there's that as well. Everything's just at the wrong time.
But hold on, right on the reverse to that, VW. Why is it then that they're not using what's happened with Jota to galvanize them and bring them together and say, you know what, let's do this for Jota and let's bring this home for Jota?
I hear you. I just think that everyone's different, aren't they? And everyone is impacted by things differently. And I'm not saying everyone is affected in the same way, but there's definitely, I feel, his loss, and then maybe not certain players maybe not able to grieve or deal with it. And maybe football just ain't that important to them right now.
It doesn't look like it, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I think
you're spot on, because I feel like what happens is, right, what we tend to do is we use our own experiences to then almost understand their experience. So unfortunately, we've all lost people. Some of us, parents, grandparents, children, partners, cousins, or whatever it is, right? So we might say, yeah, look, when my dear relative died, I still have to go to work, innit? So why can't they do their jobs? And I do get that, but I think it's about understanding the nature of a dressing room, innit? Like, and this, for all intents, that they're more than just teammates, innit? Like, they are a family. So one, you're grieving a family member, but your place of grief is your place of work. Like, every day that you go to training, my man's not there, innit? Every match day. So it's almost like where you're expected to perform is where you get the memory that my man's not there anymore. So, and unfortunately, like, there's no research or data that says this is how you're meant to behave in these circumstances, because this is an unprecedented tragedy. So there's no research that says that football clubs, this is what you should do. Players, this is what you should do. Like you're just trying to get by. And I just feel like it's difficult for them, isn't it? Like, clearly it's difficult. You saw Robbo against was it Portugal they played, and he kind of broke down a little bit. I just think it's hard. Like they were at my man's wedding, like 3 days before he's died. Like this is so. Yeah,
it's a lot.
I think it's a very hard thing to quantify, like the impact that has on management. If it's Slot himself, the coaches, the players, I feel like it's a very hard thing to quantify. Now that doesn't mean that justifies all what comes after that, but I just think kind of
you can't ignore it as a potential factor, right?
You can't. And I just think when you're scratching your head to work out what's gone wrong and that this isn't like us, this isn't, sometimes like the obvious answer is there. It's just the obvious answer doesn't satisfy us because we want someone to blame. But sometimes like people are just heartbroken, isn't it? That's just what it is. And
you know what? I think it's even like, to be fair, at the end of last season, I was like, well, do you know what? He's injury prone. He can move on in regards to Jota, right? If he had moved on, as in a transfer, it's a different ball game altogether, isn't it? And that might have been well on the cards for him to move on. Who knows? But the fact that it happened the way it happened, yeah. And then it's almost like, get back to it. In a couple of weeks, you're playing football again.
Yeah.
It's
a lot.
It's a lot. And we ain't been playing well for time. Let's be honest. We ain't been playing well for time.
No, we haven't. The early part of the season, we were just scraping them games. The Bournemouth game was a big eye-opener as well for us. And the way Semenyo was just cutting through us to the middle of us like a knife through butter. The warning signs were there. But at one point, the talk was, oh, well, we're getting the results and we're playing badly. So the only way we can go is up. Because when it clicks,
it's a problem.
Then you'll see something. And now it's gone. Now it's gone the other way. It's gone south.
And fast as well.
Desby says, do you think our build-up is too slow? I'm finding the ball is passed across the back too many times.
Yes, it is.
100%.
Yes.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah, it's one of the key things that's wrong with the team, and this is why I don't understand why fans then are critical when Slot will say might play Curtis Jones at say right back, because it's just like, okay, cool. I'm not saying that Curtis Jones is a good right back, but one of the key issues we're having is building through the game, like building through the pitch, like, and that's based on Slot's tactics. And he wants central build up to create the situation that he wants to create. So I just think, yeah, it's a huge issue that we are having is how we are getting the ball to our midfield and to our strikers. I think it's one of the major issues of the actual team. It's massive.
I think one of the issues that as well though is having when you've got your best midfielder at present in Szoboszlai, and you decide to put him at right back when you've got Gomez on the bench.
I wonder what the deal with Gomez is.
Midfielder.
There clearly has to still be some issue with Gomez's fitness. And the only
why
reason,
is he on the bench?
and that's the point. That's the point that I've been thinking.
He's been on the bench for ages.
Because there's been some games where Konate probably hasn't been, at his best.
Son,
Pardon me.
you're nice.
And Gomez hasn't come on. Look what we've had to do in terms of the right back position. We've had Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, we've had Connor Bradley, we've had Frimpong, 4 players all at right back so far this season, and
Endo against Bournemouth.
Yeah,
and the Scottish lad, what's his name?
Calvin Ramsey.
There you go. What's that? Six.
Yeah, and still no game time.
He had Ramsey on the bench as well as a right back, and still chose not to play him.
But does that not say to us that something is seriously wrong?
With the manager.
I don't think it's the manager. I just think the desire is lost on very influential players, and I think that can seep through. And I think there's still bereavement or grief they're going through. I think there's a whole ton of things which, for one man to try and deal with in Slot, don't get me wrong, I know he's got his team, is a lot. I mean, I wonder if it's also, I remember watching a documentary years ago, right? It was a George Best documentary. And when Man United were the first English team to win the European Cup, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, that was the crowning moment for that Man United, because obviously 10 years ago you had the Busby Baby crash and so forth. So it was almost like he was like, where everyone's thinking, well, that's it now. We've reached the pinnacle. I'm just getting started. And I wonder if also winning that second league title last year after so many failed attempts and being so close, I wonder if that's also been like almost like a pinnacle. We've done it now. We've reached that second one. And now it's trying to get your levels up again. Again, in line with new players, bereavement. It's a lot.
Yeah. And I think as well, VW, I feel like, you see, if you're a new player and you're a bit cocky, or you're a bit loud, or you're a bit more like of a personality, I think it must be super hard to come into a new dressing room after that tragedy and not just like be a bit subdued in yourself. I think it must be super hard to get that right. Like, so I think it's just a bit of a difficult situation. On Slot's team selections with the right back thing, I just feel like, so we mentioned that Gomez he missed training, I think, one day last week, right? But maybe that was the first day that he'd missed training.
Giving an injection in his knee.
Yeah, but I just feel like if I've only got 3 centre-backs, 2 have had interesting injury records, do I want to play all 3 centre-backs at the same time on the pitch, knowing that if one of them gets hurt, one of them gets injured, that's my centre-back cover gone? I can see why he's not playing Gomez, especially if there are question marks over his injury record. Does that mean that maybe he shouldn't play him? I get it, but I just feel like we've
But then-
known Gomez and Kanate have always had injury issues, right? So for the manager to be in a situation where he's got 3 fit centre backs, 2 of them are Kanate and Joe Gomez, I don't see how he can be blamed for that. Don't get me wrong, the Leone injury, super unlucky. The Gahey thing, the way it happened, sometimes these things just happen. But I don't think Slot can be blamed for having 3 centre backs fit and 2 of them are Kanate and Gomez in 2026, when we know that both of them have had inconsistent injury records. I don't see how that can be on him.
You know, my main concern with something like
Gomez
that, right,
is not
is
going to play every game at right back. So if I need him like this week, I've got to take a risk, bro. It's like those games that come up. You know, when people say, "I'm going to rest people this week because I've got a big game next week," and then you go and lose that first game. When really you've got to deal with what's in front of you right now.
No, I hear it.
If I play this game now, and let me get the result. If he gets injured, then I'll have to deal with that. Whereas, you know what, I can draw for an endo. Then I'll have to draw for an endo. Or then maybe I might have to then go for a Curtis Jones or a Szoboszlai because I've got nothing else. But right now, you should be playing people in their natural position and taking out your best midfielder at the midfield and to put him at right back. That is come on, man. We're already struggling.
But that was
come on.
But that was the Forest game, right?
Okay, and one more before we move on to somebody else. For me, why are you dropping our best centre forward at present in Ekitike? Someone who looks sharp, who looks like he can do stuff, for Isak.
I think
a million miles off the pace.
RT, it's the same thing that we spoke about before, right? You see, I still think, and people can say stuff in hindsight, right? Isak, I think, was still a vanity buy, right? We already knew before we were purchasing him that Newcastle, and rightly so, they didn't want to sell him, so they did the right thing. They held out to the last minute, right? So we already knew that Isak had no preseason at all. Even when he went back and he was playing or training by himself, that's not a preseason, in fairness, all right? So he had no preseason at all. Him then trying to get fit would have been based on when he was going on international duty with with his national team. So there was no games being played behind closed doors. He wasn't getting any game time. When on earth, realistically, when did the club really think he was going to be able to get match fit or back up to the level that he needs to? I mean, it's unfortunate he's ended up having these groin injuries. We're not going to see the best of him for now. And this last little injury, if Ekitike is injured, goodness gracious. I mean, it's bananas. So yeah, really that Isak was a vanity buy. We are not going to see the best of him for this season because he's just not going to have the opportunity to get. He just seems like a complete shadow of the player he was at Newcastle. That is not the player there. Seriously, it's like we bought a dud, man.
Total 180 of the player that we were seeing before. When you're buying him, I remember people saying, right, that's it. If they get, after what the buys that we've made, if they get Isak, it's the league's over. It's done. It's a write off. You know what I mean?
But we thought that. We thought we even though we're not arrogant like that, but as a fan base, I think most of us thought, do you know what? That's giving us the next level to compete again.
Yeah. But right now, the manager is not getting the best out of these players. And I also believe, I don't know if they've got confidence in him.
Do you reckon the
dressing room, bro?
RT, question. Do you think the aura of our club has gone? You know, sometimes when you've got a team, and Vinny was quite descriptive about it in saying, you know, sometimes if you hit a certain level, and you think you've achieved everything. Now, I'm not questioning the professionalism of any of our players, but sometimes they may have hit the ceiling. Other things are happening, and they're just not ready just to get back up there. It might take a year or two. When I'm watching Liverpool, it seems like that aura's gone. It's like you mentioned briefly about the game against Bournemouth earlier in the season. It's like other teams have said, okay, Liverpool, you've done what you need to do. If we attack or we play you a certain way, we've got you. And it's like every other team that plays against us is just thinking they're gonna get points.
Yes, 100%. 100%. There's no
I think that
maybes.
I think in all honesty, I think the last two teams to have aura were the Man City team of 2-3 years ago and the Liverpool team of that same period of time. I don't actually feel now, and it's not a bad thing to be fair. I don't think there's many teams which will go on the pitch now, even against this current Arsenal side, and think we haven't got a chance of winning. I think most teams now do feel that they have a chance against every other team in the league. So I hear what you're saying, Stoney, about aura, but I don't think it's that we've lost our aura amongst in terms of the other teams we play. I think a lot of the problems are within the club itself. As to what they are, I just don't know. But we also appreciate that the way other teams are playing now, they're playing in a more physical way than maybe what we've been used to the last few years. The style of football's changed, definitely, amongst other clubs. There's a lot more direct football, a lot more physical. And maybe we're not built for that at this moment in time as well.
Set pieces as well.
Yeah.
It's a big factor.
But I don't think we've lost our aura. I think there's just now, I think it's becoming more of an even playing field, if that makes sense.
Now I do. I get what Vinny says, because I remember there's a time when it's like going to Anfield, you're already like 1-0 down.
Yeah.
2-0 down. Or you know what? If we can get out of here with a draw, we've done well. That's not the case no more. They're going there, and if they don't get the 3 points, they're disappointed at this present point in time. And that's the kind of thing that I'm taking from that.
Yeah,
I read a report today that Slot was against the sale of Diaz, but he was overruled by Bruce.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Man.
I know, but you know what? Even if that's the case, right? And I'm definitely going to question it, because I know there's DS fans on the panel here. But Slot can't be sulking. Slot cannot be sulking over one player. As amazing as he was, he can't be sulking over one player when he's had all of these other players come in. You see what I mean? So yeah, he can't be.
I'm gonna defend the manager a little bit, right? And I remember having this debate with a couple of other LFC fans about the whole Diaz thing, and I was just saying to myself, okay, cool, innit? What we know of last season with Slot and Diaz is he played him every game. He started the season left wing when he was trying to work with Jota. Jota got injured. He brought Nunez's. He didn't like what that was looking like, so he moved Diaz there and played Cody. But realistically, when Cody and Diaz were both fit and he had a number 9 that he liked, Diaz took the left wing position. So in my mind, right, just, I don't know, call me stupid. If a manager is playing someone every week, he wants to keep them. Like he doesn't want, like, he's not trying to play Diaz that Diaz can get more value, or what some fans may couple these conspiracy theories. He clearly wanted him at the club. Like, for me, that was just evident. So I think, cool, you sell Diaz, then you've got to make appropriate replacements. And I said a few weeks back, there's something in our recruitment which just doesn't feel right. Because, look, Isak, amazing baller, works like incredible talent. Hugo, crazy talent, broken through to the French team. But all of the players that we've signed do less defensive work than the players that they've replaced. So who's going to press? Who's going to win the ball? Isak, absolute class. But look at that Newcastle team. Gordon, who I see parade, I know other people don't. Gordon and that Murphy. Wingers, crazy hard-working wingers. They've got 3 dogs of war in midfield doing all of the heavy lifting for Isak. So you put Isak in, who's the class of that team, and you put him into our team where who's doing the work? Like, who's doing the pressing?
Szoboszlai himself.
Well, this is it. Whereas last season, you had Szoboszlai in the number 10, crazy work rate. When Diaz played left wing, crazy work rate. Cody's defensive output, presses, tackles, ball recoveries are less than Diaz's. Jota was the highest. Nunez was still high. Diaz was high. So every player who now plays in those positions does less work than who they've replaced. Then you've got Cody with decent work rate. Mo, his work rate, well, it is what it is. So, like, if you're going to sell these guys, then you've got to replace them with people that can do the same attributes that the team needs to function. Where it just feels like we've signed all these super. It almost feels like a bit of a Real Madrid. I remember Carragher saying it's a bit of like a Real Madrid transfer window where we signed all these super technical ballers, but who's going to do the running in the team?
Yes. Nobody presses. Like, we don't have no press now. That's another thing.
Yeah, like and this is what I'm saying to myself: is that on Slot? Did Slot choose these guys? Because I'm just like, if I've lost this intensity and aggression that I would have had in Diaz, Nunez, RIP Jota, I've got to replace that somehow if I'm still going to play the same system or play something a bit comparable. Like, so, and this is why I say, like, who's doing the work in that front four? And it's just Szoboszlai is basically, I don't know, like, I'm watching Szoboszlai and it almost looks like my man's, I don't know, like, he's having to do bare people's work.
Yeah.
Mr. B is absolutely loving our downfall. Mr. B from the Man United agenda. Nice to have you on board. He is absolutely loving life right now. 2535. If you see how upset you all look, Mr. B goes on to say it's beautiful. As beautiful as losing to 10-man Everton.
Yeah, I'm glad about that one.
Yeah,
another thing,
these
guys. Did you see the challenge that Cody Gakpo pulled out of against Forest?
No,
like, it's blatantly a challenge where actually it was 60-40 and Cody was the favorite. Just pulls out of it. There's nothing had to shield the ball, and that there's just soft man in the team, bruv. These men aren't up for a fight.
Do you know what is it? You know what's really interesting, right? And I think Vinny mentioned it, and you mentioned it as well about RT, about teams almost leveling themselves out this season. All right, so other teams are beating other teams and picking up points XYZ. Right. Look at the feeling that we are currently in at the moment. Right. Completely different feeling. We are currently 12th in the league. We're on 18 points. So watch this. As crazy and as dire as we've actually played this season, right? We're still only 4 points behind Man City, and Man City are third in. So we're acting like we're in the real doldrums, and it's not.
We are.
But bro, I'm telling. That's what I mean. The league is crazy, RT. The league is crazy.
Sony's right. But you know what it is, though?
It's crazy.
I know what it is, though. You have to look at it in the context, right? And the context is we're currently 12th, yeah? And we've had, we've lost 7 games out of 8, right? Like, I think you will have to go back in history for quite a while to have a team who's 12 after this amount of games, but yet won their first 5 games. Like, that's the part which is like we won our first. We're 5 points clear. We're 5 points clear.
Yeah,
undeserved. I think we would all say that based on how we were playing, but we're still 5 points clear. And maybe that turning point is when Kirkes just decides not to use his right foot and clear the ball, and he does that idiot clearance against Crystal Palace. But obviously, we were lucky to even be in that game. Who knows? But tell man, listen. That YouTuber doing the sacrifice in Peckham High Street, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. He's an Arsenal fan, bro, because he's like he's cursed us, bro. Tell him, man. Tell him.
Even CW agrees. Honestly, when I see a midfielder at right back, I know we lost already. Telling you. There's his saying, never thought I'd say this, but Salah is a problem. He needs to be benched. Chiesa needs to replace him. Been saying this.
Thing is, all right. Okay. You see, on the Salah thing, right? My thing is this, yeah. I don't think it's as straightforward as Slot just benching him. I think we just have to be realistic. Like, I just think we have to be realistic. Now, I'm not saying that Slot shouldn't or that the manager should be able to do these things, right? But obviously, as Slot's been struggling, we've looked at Jurgen Klopp again, and everyone's like, right, Klopp was just incredible, generational manager, rebuilt the modern Liverpool. Klopp, massive titan, he couldn't bench Mo Salah. Because when Klopp benched Mo Salah, Mo was taking him was acting like an East London hoodlum on the touchline against West Ham and was doing that bare nonsense. Like we all recall that. Slot benched Mo Salah against the Champions League game.
Frankfurt.
Yeah. What and Mo did what? He deleted all of the club's social media profiles from his Twitter handles and his Instagram handles, right? So this is a situation with Mo Salah, like he's not having it. So I just feel like,
yeah, but you're not bigger than the club, bro.
I was just about to say that,
and especially when you're not performing.
Yeah, we've placed ourselves in a crazy situation, and we've mentioned it, and other people who support other teams, they always use that same phrase: no player is bigger than the club. Now, if Mo is behaving in the manner in which whatever people are saying, but we're just speaking about what he is not currently performing on the pitch. If he's not currently performing on the pitch, then surely the coaching staff and everybody else, and Slot is our manager, he just has to drink some Seckle juice for a moment
100.
and see and let somebody else play. He's currently not performing, and don't get me wrong, it's one of those things. Our experienced players aren't performing, and our new players ain't performing. So collectively, it's just woeful. So it's not just down to Mo, but he's not really contributing to anything positive or successful for the team at the moment. How you balance that, I have no idea.
Listen, I agree. He shouldn't be playing, but I feel like it's a problem to not play him. Hence why I generally think we have to move him on, because I thought his behavior post that Frankfurt game, was it Frankfurt? Yeah. I thought that was unacceptable. Like, you're not playing well, you're not tracking back, you're not beating your man, you've been dropped, and you're doing pure nonsense. Like, for me, I don't rate that, innit? But I can see that if I'm Slot, this is another headache. That do I really want to deal with this right now, where I'm vulnerable myself?
Well, that's right. Listen, dealing with that is what save you.
Possibly.
Yeah. Being stubborn, bro, and playing up nicey might cost you your job, bro.
Because I thought that was unacceptable.
He's not doing nothing to save you right now. Remember, Salah was getting away with a lot beforehand, yeah? Because he would, he would score a bag of goals and he would assist. Now he's doing neither. It's being exposed that he obviously he doesn't do nothing down the other end. So here what? You're not doing nothing for the team. You're being carried. We're struggling. We're in a dogfight at the moment. We're struggling. How can we be carrying players?
I agree. Like, and I think...
Sorry, go on, Doctor. No,
I was just going to say, I think against Man City, I reckon we would have had a better chance of winning if we didn't play Mo in that game. But again, I don't see how Slot in the current context with the way Mo behaves and how currently powerful and influential Slot is, that you can drop him against Man City and it not be a massive issue in the change room and Mo not start behaving badly. And I think this is where sometimes you've got to move these players on before they become a problem. And now it has become a problem because you've got somebody who, in theory, you can't drop and it doesn't create civil war, or him not act mad, but then he's not playing good enough to be playing. For me, it's a huge problem.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm the manager of the club, though. So you know what? You have to do as I say, innit? And you have to hold bench, as far as I'm concerned. And if that's the case,
because did you see when Chiesa came on? Because when Chiesa came on yesterday? No, Wednesday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Anytime someone went past my man, he was on pulling them back.
Yeah.
pulling shirts. I think one time he pulled a guy around it like, and this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying to man, innit? We've got Mo, the guy goes past Mo, cool, the guy's tricky. Pull him back, bruv. Like, do something, innit?
No, there was one who went past Mo when they scored that goal, and he just went past. Listen, Mo just kind of, it's like he just ran over there to do the actions, and
Yeah,
the geezer
and
went
pull
on and
him
he
back.
played that ball inside, and my man scored. Bro, come on!
It's like
There was
pull him
no
back, bruv.
effort.
It's and this is what I don't, but I think both of our wide players are like this, bro. Now, cool, he got it, he got the challenge wrong, and you don't want to see that, but that Diaz challenge on Hakimi, fair enough, he got it wrong, but cool, innit? You've beat me, so I mean, he tried to go past him, he loses the ball, and then he chases him down and puts in a tackle. Okay, cool, he got the tackle wrong, but that's what you want to see from your wide players, bro. Like, if I can't get past you, you're not going, innit?
Thank you.
And that's what we don't have. Like,
Yeah.
how many yellow cards has Cody got in his career for us? I'd love someone to tell me. Like, does he even make a foul? Like, and Mo's the same. And I'm saying, Case is coming on the pitch. Anyone who should be vexed is him, and he's fighting for the shirt. And I'm like, you man, what's going on? Man can't be dancing past you. Pull him back, like you're going gym all the time. Use them delts, pull him back.
Can someone please explain to me what was Virgil doing yesterday? Playing basketball.
The thing is, he had no excuse. You see, when it happened, I almost just had to scratch my head because I'm still in disbelief that he had the cheek to actually even question anybody's decision. This is me. If someone pulls you back, like he was saying, from his rear, your arm don't bounce up in the air like that. So I think whatever happened, his hand was already going up there. And then he must have forgot that he was on TV and that VAR was there. Bro, you got no excuse.
What
It was
is-
a blatant handball.
Why are you putting your hand up, bro?
I don't know. And you
This
know
is
what?
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, Stoney.
The reason why I knew that he played a game of frustration for himself, there was two key things. One, yes, he blatantly handballed it. And two, I was trying to think the last time I saw Virgil tackle and go to ground. So you know he got a yellow card yesterday when he went to ground and cleaned the guy. It's very, very, very rarely you see Virgil go back to ground. He usually, that's what I mean. He usually jockeys, he's usually faster. So he played the game through clear frustration yesterday. Rightly so, he's human. But yeah, Banana's game by him yesterday. Sorry, Vinny, I do apologize, sir.
Go on.
No, not at all. That typifies the problems. The most calming, solid, reliable defender of maybe the last 10, 15 years in the league is rattled and doing uncharacteristic things. It typifies the position we're in, how we're playing. This is a very, very bizarre situation because we've all got our views, we've all got our opinions, we've all got our thoughts. That squad, as talented as it is, should not be 12th, right? The other thing is, imagine how many league games have we lost in? 5?
6.
More than that now.
6. Imagine if we just won 2 of those games, where would be in the table? That's all because all the work was done at the start of the season. All that work was done at the start of the season when we weren't playing well then. We were making mistakes then. Virgil wasn't playing great then either. Right? It's a mess.
Yeah,
It's a real mess.
It's true.
But I'm not ready to blame Slot yet. He's got to work through it. He's got to work it out. That's his job. But I can't put a pin on where it is. But
And you know what, BW,
it's mad.
I'm where you are a little bit, right? In that I think to myself, look, everyone knows Van Dijk. I rate him one of the best out of the games I've ever seen. But like you said, one of the key things with Van Dijk is his composure, right? And if you're Slot, you can't legislate for Van Dijk doing that. One of the most aerially dominant centre-backs the game's seen is doing that within the first 2-3 minutes?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've always felt, and this is why I felt that he should have been captain for a long time. But even when Hendo was captain, I always felt that the most important performance on the pitch was always Van Dijk, and the other players took their lead from him. Like I've always felt what he did was much more influential in giving the other players confidence than any other player, including Henderson when he was captain. So if Van Dijk's doing that, then good luck. Like, good luck.
It's a problem.
Good luck.
Problem. This is, I think the new hierarchy is to be blamed. The moment they start buying players, it's gone wrong. We won the league with Klopp's team.
Yeah, listen.
I don't know. I think I ain't got a problem with the buys, but what I do have a problem with, I ain't gonna lie, like what said, I think Isak was a vanity buy, and we're missing the Gahey buy, the Gahey deal not going through. I think is very pivotal as well. Don't get me wrong. Would he have changed how we're playing right now? Maybe not, but he would have been another calm head, because we know how he's valued and his aura as an individual, what it would have brought to that team. I think not getting that centre back is a big thing. Konate's head was gone from time.
Yeah.
He's in Madrid. Even if he ain't going there, that's where his head is.
It's huge. And Gahey, like you said, isn't it? He's super calm, God-fearing man. Man would have started saying one to our fathers and prayers in the dressing room and all that. And sometimes
some holy water.
Yeah, and sometimes you need someone else to come in and lift it, right? I think it's just needed.
W says, I've done with Slot, Konate, Van Dijk, and Salah.
Right.
You've got no one left, bro.
And let's not forget Trent. Let's not forget now, we're most probably seeing how important Trent is.
Trent was, Trent's importance was huge, especially like to our build-up, if anything else, because he would find a way just to get the forwards the ball. And we're sorely missing that. 100. You know what? It just feels like everything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
Going wrong.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to you Stitch earlier. We were talking about our signings, right? And it's almost like kind of when you look on the market, there's always going to be a lot of players who are in that good to average, just average range in it. Whereas Isak, Hugo, Wirtz, these are all elite talents. Virgin on world-class talents. These are your generational talents. These are the ones that the market doesn't always produce. So it almost feels like we've gone for the core elements that are gonna, if you like, be the foundation of us winning games in the next 3, 4, 5 years. But the foundational pieces you need to get the best of those players aren't there. But I think what we need to get the best out of those players, I think that's easy to recruit for. As much as I rate the lad from Forest, what's his name, the midfielder? Anderson, right?
Anderson. Yeah.
He's a very good midfielder. And I think someone like him would immediately improve the team. Aggression, ball winning, on the ball. But I feel like those types of players aren't hard to get. Like, there's multiple pacey wingers who work hard and can beat their fullbacks. Chelsea got 4. Like, I don't think that they're all top quality. So the runners that Wirtz is going to need to stretch the play from, to give him options, the midfielders that are going to be needed to help us with winning second balls and the ball playing centre backs. I feel like these pieces are going to be easy for us to recruit, that then makes the whole thing look better. But what we have done is sign the magic. But it's almost like we haven't, there's not a platform for the magic to exist. And it's almost like Mo Salah has been used to being like the leader of the band. Wirtz is the leader of the band. He's that leader of the band. It's almost like we've signed all of these soloists and we're a boy band. It's almost like only one person can be the main man or two at a push.
Chiefs, bro.
Yeah, 100. And this is where I feel that what happens next will be a lot easier for us to move the club forward, man.
We'll see. Since you're talking about buying players, this, that, and that, and spending money,
Now, Slot's getting mocked, you know.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is crazy.
Huh?
Mm-mm.
What,
I tell you what, these
come on.
players, they better start going Soka City and Kokia if them things still happening, because they're gonna have to start doing a lot of grinding, mate. There's gonna be a lot of grinding the results, mate. A lot of grinding the results, man.
Yes, really. Man said coach, you know. Wow.
Yeah. But it's true. We're gonna have to. It is gonna be painful to get this turning around. They got to be grinding like clips. They got to be grinding, getting results. Hard.
This is what's out there now, and what's going on.
That's mad. I think that's mad.
Now, Vinny, I would say that 70% of the LFC fans that I speak to want him gone.
I think that's so disrespectful, and I think for me personally, I'm disappointed in the fact that is not how our club works, right? And I don't want our club to fall into this new wave of social media sensationalism where he's only been in the job 17 months, and in that 17 months he took us to a cup final and won you the league, right? And got you to what, quarterfinals of the Champions League? Let's be,
Lost
you know what I mean?
well.
Let's just chill, mate. Let's just chill for a minute.
Lost on penalties, man.
Give him, you know,
but
I might regret this. I say give him the year. Give him the season.
Is he being exposed now for the manager that he really is? Like the comments said as well before, and people have been saying it. He won that league with Klopp's team. He didn't have to do much.
So my thing with that comment, right, and I've had a lot of fans say this, LFC fans, rival fans, is this, right? One, he doesn't sign the players. He's head coach. We all know. So whatever's been signed, only thing you can say on his behalf is he has agreed to those signings. He hasn't made those signings. Last season, he won the league through his coaching of the individual players and the team, and his in-game tactical awareness that you can't fluke over an entire league season. You can't fluke judging what to do game in, game out. You can't fluke that. Second point is, there's too much looking back on history and changing things, yeah? When he came through, like last season, the vast majority of LFC fans were in their feelings and switching because it was a joke that we hadn't signed any players. Because everyone said we need between 3, 4, 5, 6 players minimum. The minimum you would hear was 3. The most you would hear was 6 or 7. So that tells me everyone realized that squad was not complete. Jurgen Klopp didn't win with that squad. So to have this thing now that he's run football with this amazing squad is cap, because no one thought the squad was amazing at the time. No one did. No one. Yeah. So to make it seem like he's won the league because he was left this amazing squad, that's just not borne out on any kind of reality. Because we was all vets that we didn't sign any players. All vets.
Yeah. Squad's aging, no midfield, all sorts.
No 6, no strikers, ain't reliable. All the so we can't go back in history now and make out like he didn't put down a levels coaching performance, because that's what he did. Jurgen Klopp didn't win at Man City. Doubles over Klopp.
I don't know.
Gosh, like, how many times did Klopp beat Real Madrid? Like, I don't see how anyone can say he won the league with Klopp's team, where he's reorientated that team in a way that Klopp didn't.
Yeah.
Like, Gravenberch is a 6. They're in mad levels. That was my man. Gravenberch looked like he was on his way. He wasn't on his way out, but he was severely lacking in that first season.
It's the disrespect, man.
Yeah, to come and make out like, it was Klopp's team and it was already set up. Klopp didn't win it with that team.
Well, look at Bingy's evening, gents. Very late to the convo, but slot out.
Yeah, Bingy's on him. Yeah.
Bingy's on him. Having it, mate.
Bingy's on him.
What do you think, Artie?
His time's up. Stop talking nonsense. Last season was last season. This season is atrocious and unacceptable. There's no sitting on the fence there. Yeah?
But I'm saying, Bear man want him gone. Bear man want him gone.
Come on, Bingy. Come on.
Man said Conte got sacked following the season after winning the league.
Yeah, but
So
we're not
we-
Chelsea. Chelsea
And
do
then-
that all the time.
And Des says if Slot goes, then the complete football hierarchy at LFC should also go. No, we're not. We're not. All right, I agree. We're not them teams there. We don't normally sack managers and whatever. But right now, this performance here, as being
unacceptable.
said, it is unacceptable.
We do all agree
He
with
is
that.
now giving me Hodgson vibes.
Nah, listen.
Yeah,
We
No,
do.
so
giving me
I think his
Hodgson
record's
vibes.
actually worse still.
Yeah.
Hodgson lost 9 games in
Yeah,
31.
yeah, that's the word.
And
Right?
he's lost like 8 in about 11. So,
Okay, we got rid of Brenda, we got rid of Hodgson, so it has been done.
what I would say is this, right? And I think this is what I'd say to many LFC fans, and I do understand the current frustration. Yeah, there's probably 50 managers out in the market who will currently improve us. I generally believe that 50. There's probably 50 managers that you can take, and they will currently improve us. That I do not doubt. However, my thing, and this is maybe what I'm holding on to, how many of those managers do I believe are of the caliber to win Premier Leagues? So yes, you've got managers that might improve us because the team's in the funk, Slot's in the funk, but how many of those do you think can win the Premier League? This is a manager that has won a league title with a squad with no investment. A squad that we all said needed investment and orientated it, didn't get the players that he wanted to get, the 1 or 2, the Zubimendi's, etc. And his coaching won us the league. So
In his
yeah,
first attempt.
in his first attempt, he's put down historical things in the Netherlands. You might say it's only Holland. Feyenoord don't normally win league titles, wins it with Feyenoord. COVID, AZ Alkmaar don't normally win league titles. They were top of the league, and then the league got suspended due to COVID. So this is a manager who's shown pedigree. So cool. Right now it's a flop, but you might say you want Glasner, you want Iriola, and you might say, how do you know? But if you're an LFC fan, unless you're in your 70s, you're not used to watching your team win league titles. So when a manager wins a league title, give it a bit of respect. What I'm going to say to that.
Do you know the run at the moment? I'll be honest with you, it's so bad, but I can't even be upset.
Same.
Laughing. It's
I'm
that
neutral.
nice.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
none of us are in here ranting, going mad, right? On about this run. We're just like, what is going on?
We
Huh?
done the ranking in the first 3 games, I reckon, that we lost.
Yeah,
Now we just expect it. Even yesterday, watching the game, you know what? Virgil does that nonsense, and you're like, here we go again. Then the Boslai scores, and you're like, okay, all right, cool. We start to perk up a bit, start, creating a few chances, and then it goes back to the normal nonsense. There's no more, even like normally my missus would be saying, calm down. There was none of that. Just,
Same.
yeah, just, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But you know what it is, and this is what I'm saying. I might sit there and because there's something that Slot does, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? But when Van Dijk's playing basketball, like I can't cuss Slot for that. When Konate is just missing the ball, and I'm like, okay, you can say that Konate shouldn't be playing, but I think that's only valid if we've got credible alternatives that can be fit and can perform, and maybe Gomez isn't that at the moment. I don't know.
So Bingy says, Doctor, let's be honest. There wouldn't be too much of us saying we would win the league. So we can't say managers being mentioned can't do what Slot did. No one thought that Slot was going to win it in his first season. So how do you know bringing in another manager is not going to do that?
So I think you've got to. It's either you trust the infrastructure at the club or you don't. So we all wanted Michael Edwards back for a reason. Mm-hmm. He decided that Richard Hughes was the appropriate manager to do it. They decided that Arne Slot, based on his record in Holland, was the appropriate manager to take over Jurgen Klopp. We won the league in our first season with no investment. So, like, this isn't a Arteta situation where you've made a hope and a whim and it's eventually working out through lots and lots of investment and time and patience. Slot earned his job through his CV. Like no one heard of Arne Slot, the player. No one knew about his coaching, about his connections to Cruyff or Koeman or all these legends of Dutch football, Van Gaal, etc. He's LFC manager based on his CV of significant overachievement in a very short space of time with clubs that don't normally win in Holland. His first season he's come on once. I just feel like the guy's shown talent to earn his place at the club. So cool. I'm not saying other managers might not be able to do what he's done, but do I trust in Hughes? Do I look at Bournemouth and the squad that they've amassed, the players, the Semenyos, that back four that ended up going to where? Kirkhead's Liverpool. Heisen, Real Madrid. Yeah. The other bread to PSG. So, three of the best teams in Europe, the players who Richard Hughes have signed have ended up going to those clubs. So, do I trust Richard Hughes to appoint a elite manager in Arne Slot? Yes, I do. Same way people that's calling for Areola, who Richard Hughes has also appointed. So it's almost like, which Richard Hughes appointment do you want? The Bournemouth one or the LFC one? I just feel like you've got to trust in the people that make the decisions at the actual club. And it's either you do or you don't. And I just think these guys have earned the reason to have a bit of faith in them.
Mm-hmm.
It's me.
I would agree.
Now, that doesn't mean that Slot's not doing nonsense at the moment. 100% is. But like we spoke about, like, I think it's a very unique situation that the club finds himself in. And I'm not sure how you quantify the impact of the whole Jota situation. I'm just not sure you do.
Stoney, where do you sit? You've been a bit quiet on this one. Where do you sit on this one, bro?
I'm not a slot out person at the moment. I just think we just need to this. Honestly, we just need to hold our horses. I'm similar with Vinny. We'll have a conversation at the end of the season, man. So no, I don't want him gone now. I don't want him gone at Christmas.
When we finish 15th or 16th?
Well, Artie, honestly, we're not going to finish down there. And if we do finish that low, then at least then we regroup and we rebuild. But I'm not a person for letting Slot go at the moment. Even if you think about all of the games we played in the league and also in the Champions League, I shouldn't say a lot of. I'll rephrase that. Some of the things that are actually happening even on the pitch, that's not all down to the manager, you know. Some of these things are down to the players. So as much as even if some of the players ain't playing as good as they could possibly play, or even some of them are playing amazing, if they're making errors, that is not solely down to the manager itself. Yeah, he does a selection, but those players are still out there to actually execute the tactics that he wants them to do. So no, I don't want him to go.
I would say, sorry to interrupt you just very quickly.
Yeah.
I think a few weeks back, I was quite strong on LFC fans asking for Slot to be sacked. Now I've changed that. I think, cool. If you want Slot to be sacked, I do understand it, innit? I'm not going to defend it. Like I'm not going to try and change your opinion on that. Like I do understand why fans are now there. I'm just not there for those reasons. But yeah, I 100 do get it. What we're seeing is unacceptable. I do get it.
So, Bingy says, in my opinion, Slot doesn't have the team support. These performances are shit. He's done nothing to change it. Same team, same tactics, same results. And going back to what you were just saying about player errors, CW then says, yeah, not Slot's fault, but he still keeps picking on them. Keep picking the same players.
And you see the thing as we go back to as well, we do not know what's happening behind the scenes. We do not know what players are or how they're performing in training, as an example, right? So it may be, I can't even think of any players that we probably want to see.
Yo, Stoney, hold on 1 minute. If they're performing worse in training than these guys are performing on the pitch, they deserve to be at Carlisle.
Well, boy,
brother,
something's clearly.
are performing worse in training than these guys are playing on the pitch.
Something's clearly happening that we don't know.
Please.
Question,
Because
yeah.
that would
If
be
we
a
get
massive-
Areola in, yeah, and I know like a lot of fans want Areola, and I think he's a very, very talented manager. I wouldn't be against him because I think he's got a very high ceiling.
Who?
Do people think that he's going to drop Mo Salah?
Who?
The
Areola?
Yeah, like do people think he's going to drop Mo Salah?
You never know.
I'm just curious.
Someone needs to.
He would have more credit in the bank to do that because he can come in and say, well, it clearly ain't working clearly hasn't worked under the previous regime. So I'm going to do it my way. So he would have more. So it's either back me, you brought me in, so you're going to have to back me, innit? So he could use that as an argument if that's what he wanted to do.
100%.
I really don't think we're there yet. It's just this season's a bun out season, isn't it? I think we just have to accept it's a bun out season.
It's hard, man.
And it is hard.
So look,
but it's a bun out season.
Mr. I told you so. Sparker was on the show a few weeks back when we played Chelsea. He's a Chelsea fan, and he said, "I did say the wheels were likely to fall off if you couldn't beat Man United." Yes. Okay.
That was a joke performance as well. We just done nonsense. But yeah, I just think that sometimes you get these big characters, right? And it's super hard to put them in a rotation. So you have to just move them on. Like Xavi Alonso, there's been rumors this week that the Real Madrid players want him gone.
Yeah.
He's top of the Spanish league and he's doing well in Champions League. But because he's telling man, you're on the bench or you're getting rotated, they want him gone.
Yeah,
Vinicius in particular, innit? It's Vinicius.
Vinny said he's not signing no new contract while he's still manager.
And that's Xavi Alonso. That's Xavi Alonso, who has got a great reputation, who most LFC fans would want. I just think there's just a reality of what coaches can do when you've got these big characters in it. Like, I think there's just a reality. Like, do you think Martinez wants to keep on picking Buddy Ronaldo? Certain man, like man's all 40 and he has to play. Like, he's taken every free kick. He hasn't scored a free kick in about 7 years. Like sometimes these players with egos just take over. Now, I'm not saying that any player should like a player shouldn't have that type of status because obviously it's unhealthy. But like I said, Jurgen Klopp, who we all credit as being the person who has rebuilt the modern Liverpool, couldn't drop Mo Salah. And that's Klopp.
At that time, you didn't really want to drop Mo Salah because he was on fire.
He was playing cack in that period of time. He was dead food, bro. Remember, because he did his hamstring, like because he went AFCON, he came back and he was.
Yeah, he was poor for a little spell. Yeah, when he came back,
he was poor for about for pure games. He should have been dropped. Klopp dropped him once, and it kicked off in East London like Salah was manned him. And that's Klopp. And people would say, "Yeah, Klopp would drop him." Klopp couldn't drop him. It was beef.
Yeah, but someone has to put their foot down, bro. You can't make this guy run the club.
But then I feel that's again in it. We have decided to make Arne Slot head coach. He wanted Luis Diaz to sign. We decided that you're not going to get Luis Diaz. So somebody over Arne Slot has got influence over contracts. So why is Arne Slot carrying the actual burden for that? And this is it. We have to be fair with what we are giving him responsibility and then blame for. Like, if Mo's a problem and we've given him a crazy contract, then whoever gave him the crazy contract needs to sort it out.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I think
Gentlemen,
it's hard. Let's well, I don't even know if it's worth it, but let's have some predictions.
3-0, isn't it? It's 3-0.
3-0.
That's what happens.
We're gonna lose by 3 goals, yeah.
Oh my!
But what I would say is, if we hold a brushing this weekend, then yeah, I don't see how he comes back from this, innit? Because like it's just too many brushings, bro. It's too many brushings, and once I don't think that he is to blame but naturally he is the manager, so it will fall on like that'll be his it will be on him,
Wow.
and then people will want who they want, man.
Hold on a minute. Is this flipping Chelsea fan, you know? That's why Chelsea got Enzo, the right profile of manager for our young team. He can manage big egos. Hence, Sterling was gone.
I'm not sure about all about Enzo managing big egos. I just think Chelsea have signed a lot of talented young players, right? So there's no real big egos in that team. But Liberties.
Okay, so you're saying really, what are you saying?
I know this is a Liverpool channel, and Liverpool are our club, but I can see it being. I honestly can see a 1-0 or 2-0 to West Ham.
This is bad, man. This is bad.
Wow.
This is bad.
Wow.
Listen, Stoney, at least if you say Liverpool win, because you never get them right.
All I'm saying is I'd never get it right, but all I'm saying is I just see Callum Wilson getting a brace. I don't know what the result's going to be, but Callum Wilson.
Come on, gents.
I'm joking.
Callum Wilson's the only brace he's going to get is on his knee, bro.
Listen. There has to be a change in resurgence. 3-1 Liverpool.
I see 2-2.
3-1 Liverpool.
100%.
Yeah, I'm with Tony on that one. 3-1, man. 3-1 Liverpool, man.
3-1 Liverpool.
That's what Chris is saying as well. Realistic 3-1, he's saying.
No, he's saying 3-1 to West Ham.
No, don't be silly, Chris.
That's bad.
Oh no, he's agreeing with me. Positive prediction is 2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Okay.
Nah, surely we will beat West Ham. Come on, innit?
Why?
Come on.
I thought we'd beat Nottingham Forest at home.
Hey, see on Forest, yeah. I know Kirk has really struggled at times, and people have called for Robbo to be playing, and rightfully so, in my opinion, in certain games. But the way that Hutchinson brother burned Robbo for that third goal, I'm saying to myself, what am I going with this team? Why am I giving him the mad little hit? I said, no. Brother, how is it that our wingers can't burn nobody, but yet every team has got wingers who are burning our fullbacks? How is this, isn't it?
Up the Reds is saying 3-0 to Liverpool. Right.
Good. Good.
I like it.
Good.
This is a Nuno team now. They ain't conceding 3 goals for nothing, mate. 11 man behind, 10 man behind the ball, 12 man if you can have them.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. You know 3-0 which part? That's not happening, mate. I'm telling you. Your faces even say it. You know it ain't happening.
It's going to be a tough one. Any game now you can't. All I know is saying there's going to be goals in that game.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know. There definitely won't be no nil-nils. I'll tell you that much.
You don't think so?
So what would be even worse is if Ekitike definitely ain't fit.
And I think he's out. What was it? Hamstring, or has it not been confirmed?
I don't even know what it was.
I think it's a hamstring.
Okay, so if he's out, where the goals coming from then?
Kaiser's playing up top. Or you know what they do? They probably play Cody Gakpo through the middle then, won't they? Because he's played it before.
He's going to start Isak.
He has to start Isak, in my opinion.
What's the start Isak?
I forgot about Isak.
Cody can play there, though. Like Cody's meant to be a striker, isn't it? Cody's meant to be a striker, in my opinion. You see these 6'4" man who can't head the ball. It's almost like these men just want to play football how they want to play it. Like they don't want no physical contact. They just want to be able to get the ball, run at people, and shoot. It's like Marcus Rashford's like, bruv, you're meant to be a striker. You're 6'4". Like you can see Cody Gakpo has never worked on his heading. The headed chances that he has missed for us over this run is ridiculous, bro. Like, bro,
But
we're
what he missed last
6'4",
night.
bro.
I think that Isak signing's cursed this team. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I said it as a joke in one of the chats a few weeks back. But I'm starting to really believe it's actually true, right? Because he ain't offering nothing. Yeah, we're trying to get him, trying to hunt this man down far too much, far too much. You know, like when there used to be a pretty girl in school and every man used to be after her, right? All the top boys used to be after her, right? And it's driving them mad, fighting over one another. It's causing all problems. This is what's happening. He is a problem. It's not he. I don't understand why we went after this guy. And TK was firing, and we go bring this guy in, right? And it's all flop the show, mate. Yep. He's a problem. He's a £140 million problem.
That's mad money to spend.
I think if there's anything though, this next game week, as they call it, should allow him to at least get some game time, because what we got West Ham. Remember we still got Sunderland on Wednesday as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right.
A bunch of games coming up.
If that's the case,
Sunderland are no pushovers either.
No. So what I'm saying is similar to what Vinny was just saying and what I was saying before as well about getting game time. If it's the case where Isak is injured, Ekitike is injured, then Isak, you're going to get your game time to perform against West Ham and Sunderland. You need to start getting your game time up now, man, and your goals in.
Listen, what we need right now is we need to play Wolves. And even that, I'm not confident.
Bro, 100 RE, agree. 100.
Trust
me. Can you imagine if we played commentary right now?
Oh, my days.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Starting Kays and Gakpo, who are wingers over a striker. And then how about our players create some chances for Isak?
That's a very good point, you know. Like, it's not clear what the patterns of play are to get him chances at all.
I hear this. But I'm going to say thank you, peoples, for tuning in. Yeah. We're back, and I'm sure we could keep talking for the next hour and a half quite easily. There's so much going on down at Anfield. But remember, it's all about next week, Thursday, right here on YouTube, 10 o'clock. Tell a friend to tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. It's all about Kop Talk, yeah? We will be back next week. And I send a massive, massive shouts for VW. Thanks for joining us, my bro.
Thank you for having me on, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
Always a blessing, man. Always a blessing. Doctor.
Black Friday, man. Black Friday.
Yeah. Slowly.
Yeah, bless up Artie, man.
Big shouts, man. And we'll see you all next week.